Perdida en el mapa de mi humanidad, dan paso al peligro, a la casualidad. Es soterra. La noche es mi habitación, la cama de hierba, resto de mi cuerpo la condenación, gravita en el puño de pobre noción, con mi tierra. Mezclada con sangre, sazonada en dolor, y los gemidos reprimidos buscan su libertad. Que viva la lágrima libre que rueda a través de mi faz. Soy un ser emancipado, guerra, no, no te quiero más. Aunque moriré en esta guerra, guerra, no te quiero más. Seré un desertor por la tierra, guerra, no te quiero más. Acuesta una tan triste pena, guerra, no te quiero más. Perra, ah, ah, perra, perra guerra, maldita guerra. Perra.
Geopolitics, TASS cited Deputy Foreign Minister of Russia saying Russia cannot rule out evacuating its diplomats from Ukraine to protect them from provocations.
All right. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Can you hear me? If you can, please type yes on the chat. But I reckon you can. What will you do in the live? Well, mate, what I always do, what I do every single day, um, look for ways to make money in these markets. Chiquitos, how are you? Good morning, Pierre.
More from ECB's De Guindos. He says second round effects so far are not very relevant.
Hi, Victor, how are you? Now was start waiting. Well, mate, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do at the time I want to do it. If you are not happy with waiting whilst listening at the best groove between a reggae beat and a jazz groove, well, you can just log off of my show, mate. Patience, mate. Patience, patience. Andy Smith, how are you, mate? It's been a while, and the UK is in the house. Hi, Harry, how are you? Season greetings to everybody. All right, a little bit of everything. How are you? Rahul, waiting for your advice. I do not give advice. So we're going to look at possible scenarios with the upcoming CPI data dump, inflation data dump out of the US. I have a couple of scenarios that I would really, really, really want to trade. But again, I am not front running this event.
ECB Seguindos then says if
All
the
right, I
ECB
don't
do
care
start
about ECB. ECB. Hi, Marius. How are you? So we have initial jobless claims, continuing jobless claims, and CPI out of the US. DXY drop deeper. Your opinion, please. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the US dollar, man. Don't worry. Hi, Mark. How are you? So I know that a lot of you have, because at this time of the day, it's 6:30 a.m. here. My dog always comes here at my studio and, um, jumps on my lap just to give me a hello and a good morning. And I've been getting some messages of what my dog looks like, and you can see it on our Instagram stories. Right, Zatox, how are you? I'm doing fine, mate. Thank you. So we have continuing jobless claims, and initial jobless claims, right? We have CPI month over month and CPI year over year, and CPI is food and energy, right? Both month over month and year over year. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Zatox, I'm fine. Don't you want a live trade? The thing is that if I find a setup, if I find a good opportunity, I will trade it here on my show. But if you are joining here just because you expect me to trade live every single day, that's not gonna happen because I'm not the kind of trader that trade. I don't trade every single day, the way that I trade, it's quite different than what you are used to, maybe. I find high probability setups and I let them run. So, yeah, some days I'm gonna be flat, because it's so hard to make money in the financial markets. It's so hard to have an edge in the financial markets, and it's so fucking easy to give your hard-earned money back. That trading, B setups or low probability trades doesn't make sense to me, right? Mark, how can I contact you personally? You cannot, mate. You cannot. But if you want to ask anything about me, uh, you know, or whatever, um, you can email support. The support email is at the top of my screen. How do I join the crypto VIP group, sir? Well, I'm gonna give you uh, the link. Just hold on. Yeah, you should all join the crypto VIP group. It's really, really, really. Where is it? Holy shit. Um, Here, I'm gonna give you the link on the chat, mate. There you go. You can join the crypto VIP group there. So we're going to look at the US dollar. We're going to look at past inflation numbers on the US, and we are going to. I'm also in Vietnam. They don't respond to my email, so that's why I ask. I'm also on the VIP group. Well, listen, mate. We have. I'm just gonna tell you. We have. Where is it? We have 5,475 people in the VIP group. Plus all the other free groups. I mean, on our free group, there's almost 40,000 people there. So we do get a lot of emails, but they will get back to you, right? They will get back to you. Don't, I mean, just have a little patience, right? Um, okay, so we are looking at CPI numbers. Nawaz, make your VIP group a little bit affordable for everyone. I think that 35 pounds a month is really, really affordable. I'm not looking to give away for free everything that we do because I mean it's a lot of work, mate. It's a lot of work. Yeah, you should add electronic payment to. Yeah. I'm gonna give that suggestion to the team, right? So, consumer price index. If you only focus on month over month CPIs, right? And if you look at uh, the number that I'm really, really, really looking at is the CPI year over year. Now, let's have a look at inflation rate on the U.S., right? The annual inflation rate in the U.S. Is likely accelerate to 7.3%. So on December, we had a 7.3% inflation rate on the U.S., right? And um, yeah, it's me. It's bad connection. It's me. We had a 7 point. Yeah, I'm having some connection issues, but Juan Felipe Zapata Montoya. Solo espera un ratito, ya se va a arreglar. Right, we are, but if we see numbers beating expectations, then we are going to have the no problem, brother. We're going to have the contrary scenario. So let's have a look at the DXY, right? First of all, we're going to have a look at the US dollar, technically speaking. Then we are going to look at the possible scenarios that I am looking at on this release. So, if you guys have some buffering issues, it's on my end. Um, think my internet is acting up, but that's fine, right? So, the US dollar, technically speaking, right? This is DXY, the US dollar currency index. I'm still pretty bullish on the USD, but you have to trade what you see, right? And there's opportunities to the downside. Fundamentally speaking, I am bull the USD, right? Looking for those rate hikes this year, more so because of this flag breakout. But after price broke with the flag break, I'm sorry, after price broke with the bullish flag, and broke with November and December highs, right? It printed a new monthly high. This is very bullish long term, right? But on the short term, we saw that rejection and price completely and utterly broke to the downside. And right now, the DXY is trading below this range, which was a 9 to 10 week range that we were waiting for the DXY to break with in order to get long. Now, this is on the daily, right? In my eyes, the highest probability trades to the downside on current price action. So, what I'm looking at here, right? Let's have a look at this. This is quite interesting. This is very interesting. So, what I'm looking at here is the DXY. What is this? What is this? So the DXY from January highs to current lows has dropped, or the US dollar has depreciated 2.37%. That's a big, big. This is December lows. This is a massive level, historically speaking, right? And also, you know, price flagging. So we have impulses to the inflation data in about, I don't know, an hour or so. So I'm not gonna front run this, but technically speaking, my validation level on a possible break of this bear flag or these lows around the 95, 95.40 or so, right? This would yield, this would yield to first targets, right? And first target should be here in at January lows. So I'm gonna just put the line where it has to be. We could be looking at a 1.9 R on the short side of the USD. Now, if CPI numbers beat expectations, um, you know, like we saw on NFP, and very possibly, then we're going to see this technical setup um, play out. Now, this is the DXY. I'm not gonna be trading this particular market. I will be looking for shorts on the USD on the markets that I trade the US dollar on, right? Now, gold. I mean, gold is the same thing, right? I mean, not the same thing. Let me explain myself. If let's start by looking at technicals in gold. Let's start by looking at the daily chart. Well, so this is what I'm. These markets are a hedge against inflation. So if inflation rises, risk is off, and money moves from riskier investments to safe havens such as gold, which makes price rally, right? More investors are putting in money in this market makes for a higher and higher prices in gold. So if inflation numbers come out good, which means that they beat expectations, we could see an actual continuation. Well, not continuation because we're looking at after this big dip from January, right? That was about was about almost 4%. Gold has erased all those losses nearly, or about 80%, or 76.4. I bet you it's around the 76.4 or so. Why don't we grab a ratio tool here just for the fun of it, right? 76.4. So, yeah, gold has erased about 75% of the losses, but still trading around that massive key level. Hold on. If we go back in historic price action, you can see that here is a big key point in history. What I'm talking about. So, technically speaking, right? Technically speaking, let's go to lower time frames. What is terrible? Yeah, I'm sorry, mate, but it's my internet. What I'm talking about. So, yeah, my internet is just it just sucks at the moment. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're getting buffering errors or whatever, but there's nothing I can do, right? Basically, what I'm looking at here, this is the hourly chart. Hold on, go back to the hourly chart. Boom. Right now, and this is what I mean when I say this could be a risky trade, because this or the short-term structure in this market is extremely bullish, right? These are the daily highs for the past week, and we have not seen a lower daily high. I do this every single day. I don't know if you're new, but if you're not happy with my show, again, you're welcome to fuck off. So, it would be ill-advised to place a sell stop here below today's lows and um, um, stop losses above today's highs because of how high impact this event is. So basically, I'm going to a 15-minute chart. What I will be looking for should Yeah, I know it's lagging. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, now I have excellent connection. So what I would be looking for, right? What I would be looking for on a possible short scenario, and let me just delete all the drawings here on my chart. This is what I will be looking at. This is my key level, right? This previous highs around the 1828 to 1828.75 level or so. So on good CPI numbers, I would be looking for that first momentum to the downside, right? And then that pullback towards that 1828 to 1828.75 level, and here is where I would look for shorts, right? This would be short-term shorts. And the reason that I would do this, because one, it would give me a better risk to reward scenario, and it would give me a highest probability trade in the sense that I wouldn't be gambling on the release of a news. I would be trading said release, right? Should inflation numbers or CPI numbers come higher than expected, I don't know. I do not have a play on the USD, but I do have one on gold, and it would be the break of these hands right here. So again, I wouldn't be placing a buy stop, um, and I wouldn't be trading momentum breakout. What I would be trading would be a pullback toward the 1837.50 or so. Uh, and should this scenario play out in the sense that if we get high inflation data, right, it's very possible also that the price would dip and make a new daily low before breaking to the upside, and um, that new daily low of, or if that doesn't happen, this or the current daily low would be my stop loss. Right, so that's gold for me on those two possible scenarios, and that's going to play out quite fast. Uh, the USD, again, I just have the bear scenario on the US dollar. Should give a bullish scenario on this release. Now, this is, I'm just talking about um, trading this news, right? But if the USD breaks or the DXY breaks with the 95 and 90 level, the weekly pivot, etc., and holds this previous base, then I'm gonna flip my no, I'm not gonna flip my bias to a long one, but I am going to look for longs. That, of course, is not going to be during this news release. So that's why I didn't want to talk about, um, you know, long setups on the US dollar. Right, so what are you guys looking at? My internet is acting up.